Hello everyone, I'm Judy. I'm a freshman at Rice University and I'm from China. I'm from Mongolia House Church, where our very best Ariana is our shepherd. So, officially, before I really begin, I just want to give a huge shout out to Ariana for really bringing me to new life, for leading our house church, and for always driving people back after events, and just for everything she has done for New Life and for Mongolia. If it wasn't her, I wouldn't have grown so much in my faith, and I wouldn't have found the peace and joy I have had at Rise. So yeah, and then I would love to share my journey of coming to know and believe in God. It's really been a ride, like 3 ups and 2 downs, so you could say that I'm kind of like a tough case here. But yeah, here I am. So, yeah, like even though I just got baptized like last week, my journey actually started much earlier. I grew up going to church with my mom from a very young age. Back then, church was just a place where I could play with other kids. I didn't really understand much about being a Christian, and except like there was this God who gave people great things. So in my mind, God was kind, powerful, and brings people joy. But as I grew older, things has changed. We moved houses, and suddenly church felt different. I didn't have any friends here. The services felt too serious for me as a teenager to sit still for that long. I would say like the average age for church members back in my hometown was around 55, and even the so-called youth Saturday night service had an average age of 40. So yeah, and and just adding on that, school kind of got busier, so I stopped going as often as I used to. But I still call myself a Christian because in my family, being a Christian was more of a tradition. Something I just followed rather than something I really understood and I truly, know what I'm doing. And then the college application process actually brought me back to God in some way. Writing the college application essays was stressful, as you guys can imagine. And at some point, I just wanted a distraction. So I decided to go back to church with my mom again. And that's when I really experienced something different. For the first time, I truly felt the power of believing in God. Singing those worship songs and listening to verse sharing brought me an unparalleled peace and strength. The stress and worries completely faded at those moments. I felt a quiet confidence that the bad things were already prepared for me by God. And it's me being dumb again after the application. So after being accepted into Rise, I drifted away because I felt like there's nothing I really wanted that so badly. So I stopped praying as much, and church became boring for me again, but it's still mainly because of there's all the elderly people. Yeah, and I thought I should be having fun, use the time before college, like traveling and just hanging out with friends. And later, when I came to Rise, I think I should plan my own life in the way I want. But as you guys can tell, things didn't really go in that way. I'm still here. So it's because during orientation week, I heard one of our orientation advisors, which is Ariana. She said, if you're looking for a church, come talk to me. And at the same time, my mom never stopped sending me her prayer reports and requests every single day in our group chat. And as you guys can see, as being a freshman, you definitely have a lot of stress and concerns. And I kind of started to notice something in my heart. Whenever I was overwhelmed, the first one I turned to was always God. But this time, it's not because I have my mom that she's near me, told me to do so. It's because, deep down, I know God had already done so much for me. Looking back, I could see His blessing my life, and how He actually healed me from a serious illness that had a 90% chance of causing brain damage, but I'm totally fine here. And in how I actually got into Rice, which is definitely one of my top choice school, and a lot of many other things that has happened in my life and to my family. So realizing how much I truly trusted God, I knew it's time for me to go deeper, to truly know Him. So I reached out to Ariana. Well, it's actually she reached out to me, and I joined Mongolia House Church and took RJM. I came to realize that faith isn't just about asking God for something great and celebrating when He actually answers super fast. It's really about trusting Him, knowing that He is with me no matter when it's highs or lows. It's about living a life that truly serves Him and applying the Bible in every aspect of my life. Standing here, I know I still have a lot to learn, but now with my house church friends by my side, growing in faith has become a much more joyful process for me. One thing my mom once said, and I really agree with that, is thank God for giving me a way to know Him better, for placing me in the right environment at the right moment, and for surrounding me with all these great people. Yeah, and I just couldn't agree more on this sentence. So today I just want to say thank you, God, for leading me here, and thank you all for being a part of this journey with me. Thank you.